Devotional. The Master's Gaze. Psalm 32 verse 8. I will make you understand, and I will teach you the way you should walk, I will fix my eyes on you. This verse is the promise of a loving teacher who is personally committed to the education and direction of his disciple. The psalmist presents us with a threefold commitment from God that addresses our need for wisdom, direction, and constant oversight. Not only does he give us instructions, but he becomes intimately involved in our learning and obedience process, ensuring our success along the way. 1. The commitment of instruction. Understanding. God promises, I will make you understand. This is more than just sharing information. It is the promise of enlightening our minds so that we understand His will and His ways. He gives us the inner wisdom that is necessary to live the Christian life with discernment, removing the veil of our own foolishness. 2. The way. Guide. Practical teaching. The Lord also promises, I will teach you the way you should walk. The life of faith is not a mystery. God is committed to giving us practical instructions for our daily lives. He shows us the path of obedience that leads to fullness of life, indicating the exact step we must take. 3. The supervision of love. I will fix my eyes. The tenderest promise is, I will fix my eyes on you. This means loving and constant vigilance, not to condemn, but to protect and correct. His gaze is our assurance and our deepest encouragement, ensuring that the Master is always attentive to his student. Practical applications. 1. Ask for understanding, not just information. When you read the Bible, pray and ask God to make you understand the passage, not just memorize it. The knowledge that transforms comes from His Spirit. 2. Seek teaching and discipline. When you go through difficulties, look for the hidden lesson God wants to teach you about the way you should walk. He sees adversity as part of His educational process. 3. Feel His gaze. When you feel lonely or invisible, remind yourself that God's loving gaze is fixed on you. This truth should be your comfort in pain and your restraint in temptation. Conclusion. Psalm 32 verse 8 is the promise of a divine guardian who frees us from uncertainty and the fear of failure. He assures us that if we submit to His teaching, He will give us the understanding, direction, and personal attention we need to live a life of peace and purpose. God's gaze upon us is not punitive vigilance, but an act of love that guarantees that we will never be lost.